सदस्यमान भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी प्रभुपाद की जय, आनंद कोटि वैष्णव की जय, नामाचार्य श्री रविदास ठाकुर की जय, प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवाचार्य गौर भक्ति की जय, श्री राधा कृष्ण गोपिनाथ श्याम कुंद राधा कुंड की जय, वृंदावन धाम की जय, नवदीप धाम की जय, गंगा माई की जय, यमुना माई की जय, तुलसी देवी की जय, भक्ति देवी की जय, नववेद भक्तवृंद की जय। All glories to Krishna, all glories to Krishna, all glories to Krishna. Thank you very much. युगे युगे सचदुष्कृतान् धर्म संस्थापनार्थाय संभवामि युगे युगे. This verse we have been discussing that the Lord descends out of his own spiritual energy. he descends, appears. Yuge Yuge Sambhavami, in every millennium, and Dharma Samsthapana. Two things are visible in his characteristics. One thing is Paritranaya Sadhuna. Those who are pious, following strictly the rules and regulation of particular type of scripture to protect such person and to vanquish Duskrita, miscreants. Miscreants, who are miscreants? Miscreants means just like outlaw. A person may be very nice, well educated, or so many qualifications he might have, but if he is an outlaw, then all his qualification becomes damned. Similarly, Duskritam, miscreants, outlaw, those who are not obedient to the laws of nature or laws of God. There is no difference between laws of nature and laws of God. Laws of nature means laws of God. Dharmantu sakshat bhagavat pranitam. Therefore, Bhagavad says that religious principles cannot be manufactured by any human being. It is the law of God. Therefore, one has to obey it. One cannot disobey. Law of nature, you cannot disobey. It will be enforced upon you. Just like law of nature, the winter season. You cannot change it. It will be enforced upon you. Law of nature, summer season. You cannot change it. Anything. Laws of nature, laws of God, the sun is rising from the eastern side and setting on the western side. You cannot change it. Anything. That we have to understand how laws of nature is going on. That is Krishna consciousness. To understand laws of nature, and as soon as we speak of laws of nature, we must accept that there is a lawmaker. Laws of nature cannot develop automatically. There must be some authority on the background. Bhagavad Gita therefore says in the 10th chapter that Maya Thakkena Prahiti Swate Sacharacharam. Under my direction, superintendence, the material laws are working. The scientists, they are studying material laws, but they have no information of the lawmaker. They are surprised with the wonderful laws. Now, you can study your own body, how laws of nature is working under the direction of a living entity. You just try to understand your own body. You are eating, it is going to the stomach, and it is transforming into different secretion. Then it is pumped up to the heart, and in the heart it becomes reddish blood, and the blood is transfused or transported to different parts of the body through the veins. There is a big mechanical arrangement, undoubtedly. Every scientist or every sane man will admit. But it is just like a machine. It is just like a machine. Any machine you take, motor car, typewriting, whatever you have got experience, there are many in your country, it is machine country. So the construction of the machine may be very complicated, wonderful, very nice, everything is all right. But a living entity requires to pull on the button. Without pulling on the button, however nice arrangement may be in the machine, it cannot work. That is our experience, we cannot deny it. The wonderful machine working, now business machine, there are so many wonderful machines, they are working also. Sometimes calculating, brain is required, electrical brain is there. Everything is all right. But unless a man puts on the button, plugs the button, it cannot work. That thing is important. Similarly, the statement of Bhagavad Gita that maya dhakkena prakriti swate sa charachanam. This material world, this cosmic manifestation is working very wonderfully and controlling the moving and the not moving. We have got experience that's like we are moving, man, animal, but there are certain other things just like trees, mountain, they do not move. So moving or unmoving. But everyone is being controlled by the laws of nature. Characharam. Char means moving, achara means not moving. Hetunanena kontiya, because I am on the background, kontiya, my dear Arjuna, for this reason, hetunanena kontiya, maya dhakshena prakriti swati sa charachanam, hetunanena kontiya, jagat viparivartate. Jagat, the progressive world is parivartana, change. In so many ways, they are changing. This is a fact. Now, how we can deny the living force behind these gigantic mechanical arrangement, call you material world, material machine or whatever you may call. How you can deny? At least from your practical experience, you cannot deny. You may put some jugglery of words, but the actual fact is this. So duskritinam means a person who does not believe in this. They are called miscreants. Paritrana sadhana vinashaya cha duskritam. So, God in His incarnation appears with two missionary purposes. One purpose is Paritrana sadhana, just to protect the pious who are obedient to the laws of God or the laws of nature, and to vanquish persons who are disobedient. They are called Duskrita. This Duskritina or miscreant is described in another place also in the Bhagavad Gita. Naman Duskritinam Mudha Prapadante Naradhama. The purpose is, Krishna says that those who are miscreants, always disobeying the laws of nature, are always denying the prime factor behind the wonderful activities of nature. Such miscreants, Naman Mudha. Mudha means they are rascals. They import so many theories that there is no God, and none of the theories are practical, neither they can prove it by experimental knowledge. Still they will insist on. That is their business. And when somebody says, you prove it, the answer is, well, we are advancing, someday will come, we shall prove it. That's all. Someday will come. They do not understand the trust no future however pleasant. Why you are expecting that someday will come when science will be perfect? Throughout the whole history of the human society, never it has been possible that one can give life. There is no such instance in the history. Janma mittu jaravyadhi dukkha dosana darshanam. The four principles are material inabilities, namely birth, death, old age and disease. Nobody has been able to check it in the past history of human society. And how you can believe that in future these problems, namely Janma Mittu Jara Vyadhi, birth, death, old age and disease, will be solved by the advancement of science. So at least we cannot believe, and no sane man will believe it. Therefore those who are trying to defy the presence of God, saying God is dead, there is no God, and trying to prove by so-called scientific method there is no God, the matter is working out of its own way and things are taking place. There are so many theories. They are all classified as miscreants. Namang Duskritinam Mudha. Miscreants, and Mudha means rascal. Mudha, real meaning of Mudha is ass. Ass has no knowledge, is working day and night, or very, but he does not know what for he is working. He has no ambition, he has no information. Where is the destination of perfection? Therefore, they are called Mudha. Mudha means rascal. So, Navam Duskritinam Mudha Prapadante Naradhama. Naradhava means lowest of the mankind. No prabodhante, they do not surrender unto me, God. Namang duskitanam mudha prabodhante naradhava. Now the question may be that why they do not surrender, why they do not believe in God, why they do not take to God consciousness or Krishna consciousness. They are very educated, advanced, they have got university degrees, but why they do not do it? They are supposed to be very culturally advanced. If the answer is given there in the Bhagavad Gita, Maya Purita Jnana Asuri Bhavama Sita, because their intention is to deny God. Therefore, although they are very much advanced in so-called education, the effect of knowledge has been taken away by the illusory energy of Maya. The Maya has taken away the effect of knowledge. Just like we met some Indian gentleman while coming. I asked him, why don't you come to temple? Swamiji, I am searching after some employment. I have lost my employment. Just see, he has come from India, so about 15,000 miles away. And the problem is still unemployment. Why he has come here so far, distant? That means he is educated, otherwise this country would not have allowed him immigration. But the problem is there, unemployment. So there is very nice program proverb in Bengal. Jodi jao bonge, kopal jabe sange. That means wherever you go, this fortune, generally when we speak of fortune, we touch our head. Sometimes we say, oh, it is my misfortune. That means fortune may be written here, it is said. So wherever you go, this fortune will go with you. So how can you avoid? If you have got nonsense fortune, then it will go with you. Either you go to Canada, or you go to hell, or you go to heaven. The fortune will go with you. The Bhagavatam says therefore, Tassaiva heta prajateta kovida naladbhate jad pramatam parjatha. You cannot change your fortune. That means, fortune means, you are, with this body, you have got certain amount of enjoyment and certain amount of distress. That is made already according to your past activities. That you can change. That's like due to some mistake, I may have some disease, infection. But there is medicine also to counteract that infection. That is possible. It is not that because I am misfortunate, it cannot be changed. It can be changed. Similarly, what should be my attempt? The attempt should be, according to Bhagavatam, to understand the laws of nature or the laws of God and how it is working under His direction. That should be the attempt. You are making research, that's very nice, but your research is not complete because you take something halfway, this is the beginning of life or this is the beginning of the creation. No. You have to go still further, still go further. And science means you have to prove by experiment that this law is working like this and therefore so things are happening like this. If you simply presuppose that here is the beginning, that is not perfect. The Duskritana means that those who do not believe in the authority. So many things are there which is beyond our conception, beyond our understanding. Our senses are, instrument of acquiring knowledge are so imperfect that it is not possible simply by handling the present senses to understand the right knowledge. It is not possible. So, Srimad Bhagavatam says, Tassaiva heta pradetita kovida nalabhate jad brahmatam uparajadha. Actually, an intelligent person is he who is trying to achieve that highest perfectional stage of life which cannot be achieved simply by touring different planets. Uparjadha. Now, we are trying to go to the moon planet or other planet. This is not new thing. It is very old Latin. Since there are human beings, we have got so many instances. But in the Bhagavad Gita, it is said that Abrahma Bhavana Lokana Puranavatinach. Even if you can go to the highest planet, which is called Brahma Loka, still the problems of life cannot be solved. The four problems of life, birth, death, old age and disease, cannot be solved. Therefore our attempt should be, but we do not care for these problems. We are taking it, accepted that all life we shall take birth, we shall die, we shall become old, we shall become diseased, doesn't matter. Still we are progressing. Just see what is the progress. If you cannot solve these problems, then what kind of progress you are making? But they are satisfied. Yes, we are making progress. So, this is called Maya Aprita Jnana. They are not making any progress, even an inch. And still they are proud of their progressive knowledge. This is called Maya. Maya means what is not. Maya, Ma means not. Not. Ya means this. This is Maya. He is thinking, the modern human society, they are thinking that advancing. But Maya, it is not. You are not advanced. What advancement you are making? Your problem is, the primary problem is eating, sleeping, mating and defending. That is not solved. Your problem is birth, death, old age and disease. That is not solved. Then what nuisance you are doing? You may in the name of progress. There is no progress. The real progress is to understand the laws of nature and how it is being conducted under the direction of the Supreme Lord. That is real progress. So, Bhagavad indicates the Saiva Heta Prajatita Kovida. Kovida means one who is actually intelligent. Not the mudha, rascals. Actually, one who is intelligent, he should try to solve the problems which is not possible to be done even if you travel over all the spaces up to the highest planet. Uparjadha. Uparjadha means outside all planets and downside all planets. There are millions of planets. If you travel, but these problems will, just like your fortune will go into your head. You may go to moon planet, but this head will go with you. So you cannot change. If you have to attain anything for real progress, then this is real progress. What is that? To know the supreme absolute truth which is manipulating all activities. That is real progress. Bhagavatam again says, Nate vidu sarthakatim hi Vishnu. These rascals, they do not know where is the ultimate destination of his self-interest. Everyone is very much busy or very serious about his self-interest. Everyone. Just like this gentleman, he could not come to the temple because he is interested with his self-interest where to get the employment. But what is that real self-interest they do not know. This is temporary self-interest. But the real self-interest is Vishnu, the Supreme Law, absolute truth. Nati vidu. But modern education, and any education, modern or past, in the material world, those who are conditioned by the material laws, they do not know. So, what is his ultimate destination of self-interest? Nati vidu, they do not know. Nati vidu sarthagatim hi Vishnu. Vishnu means the Supreme Lord, all pervading. Why? Durasaya. Durasaya means ill-conceived plan. They are thinking that they will be happy by planning in this material world. That is called durasaya. It will never be fulfilled. It will never be fulfilled. Durasaya. Dura means it is impossible. But they will not accept it. They will not. They are being knocked so many times. Failure, 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 failure. Still they will not accept it. Durasaya. Bhagavatam. They are captivated by the glamour of this external energy. Bhagavatam. Adanta Govi. And the main disease is uncontrolled senses. Adanta means uncontrolled, unbridled senses. Because the senses being unbridled, they will not allow you to understand in cool head what is the problem. Adanta Govi, Visatam Tamistram. Just like you are sitting on a car where the horses are unbridled and it is running on in great speed without your control, you do not know well when you will be in danger. You will be in danger, you are already in danger. Because the horses are unbridled, it is pulling you anywhere it likes. Similarly, our horses, the senses are called horses, it is being uncontrolled, Visatam Tamistram, it is going to the darkest region of Hades condition, Punah punah charita charvananam. And thus such persons are repeatedly chewing the chewed. One plan is made, that is frustrated, another plan again made, again frustrated, again plan made, again frustrated. But still they will go on plan making, but they will never accept the actual truth. Therefore, Bhagavad Gita says, Maya abhrita jnana. Their knowledge has been taken away by the energy of Maya. Maya abhrita jnana. Why Maya is taking away? Asuri bhavamasita. Because they have taken this principle to deny God. That's it. Only for this reason, for this fault only, the Maya is acting so severely. Maya will never allow such person to understand the real thing. They will go on making plan making, it will be frustrated, again plan making, again frustrated, again frustrated. So this process is going. Because they do not know that their self-interest is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Therefore, Krishna says that he comes, he descends with two purposes. Paritranam sadhanam, to give relief to the pious, to the righteous, and to vanquish the miscreants, and to establish the real religious principle. And what is the real religious principle? That is stated in the last instruction, Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam saranam. This is real religion. To surrender unto the Supreme Personality of God. That is. And this is done even by great philosopher. He has to do that. Bhavanam janmanamante. But he is now mentally speculating to find out the absolute truth. But when his knowledge will be mature, Bhavanam janmanam, after many births of speculation, Bhavanam janmanamante jnanavan mama prapaddati. When he is actual in knowledge, he surrenders unto the Supreme Lord. Vasudeva Sarvamiti. Oh, Lord Krishna, Vasudev. Vasudev is everything. Samatma Shuddha. Such kind of great soul is very rare. But fortunately, we have got this instruction of Bhagavad Gita, and the teacher is Lord Chaitanya. If we follow these principles and try to understand it with all our knowledge, all our logic and argument, then our life is successful. Here is an opportunity, the moment of Krishna consciousness, and it is very easy. You simply sit down. If you don't like to come to this temple, it doesn't matter. And in your home only, you sit down with your friends, with your boyfriend or girlfriend or family members, children. You sit down and chant Hare Krishna. If you have got a nice musical instrument, it is all right. Otherwise, God has given you these hands, you can clap. Hare Krishna. Very easy. Just try it. And you will understand everything greatly. Chita Darpanavarjanam, by simply chanting Hare Krishna, gradually all coverings, all dust accumulated on the mirror of your What is and what are the activities? These five things are there. God, the living entity, the material nature, the time, and the activity. If you can thoroughly study these five principles, then you become perfectly advanced in knowledge and your life is successful. And all these will be possible simply by this chanting Hare Krishna, and when your mind will be cleansed, you will be able to understand the instruction of Bhagavad Gita automatically. These things are there. Thank you very much. Any question?
Hare Krishna.
Swami, my benefit, perhaps everyone else knows this. Can you tell us briefly?
The first question, the Lord descends out of dash 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 dash, 4 words.
I have several times
Yes, sir.
explained
That he is switching it off.
Again, I shall explain. It is very nice.
4 words.
परित्राणाय साधूनां विनाशाय च दुष्कृताम्.
Balraj Prabhu.
His own spiritual energy.
Out of his own spiritual energy. Hari Bol. There are 2 things that are visible in the characteristics of the Lord. What are they? Take the mic.
परित्राणाय साधूनां विनाशाय च दुष्कृताम्.
Means what?
Paritranaya sadhuna means to those who are pious, Lord comes to help him. And vinashaya cha duskrita means those who are miscreant. So Lord comes here to abolish him.
Rivo. How did Prabhupada explain the miscreants? Yes. Keshav Surapro.
Prabhupada told those who do not follow the laws that they are outlaws.
Rivo. What all are the differences between the laws of God and laws of nature? Yes. Okay, Antardvip Prabhu. Okay, chalo.
There is no difference.
Rivo. For explaining the laws of nature, Prabhupada gave around 4 examples. What are they? Want to? Three or 4 you can say, whatever. 3
I
maybe.
remember 3.
Yeah,
Summer,
it is same only.
yeah,
one
we can't change the summer. Summer's sun, summer's heat and winter's cold. And third example he gave that sun rises in the east and sets in the west. That also we
and
can't change.
sets on western horizon. So we cannot change all these things. These are laws of nature. Rivo. What we must accept as soon as when we speak of laws of nature. Yes, Ujjal Nilman Prabhu.
Lawmaker.
That there is a lawmaker. Haribo. Laws of nature cannot develop automatically. What the scientists try to do? What are the defects? What is the defect of the scientists? Yes, Ratikant Prabhu.
Scientists study over the natural laws, but they don't have any information about the lawmaker.
Haribo. So Prabhupada said very practical example. of this, or the examples he gave, three examples rather, for laws of nature. This is different from earlier one. Little elaborately he explained. What all things are happening, practical day-to-day life. Yes, Om Prabhu.
Body is a machine, just like a machine. We would need a button, someone to start, and also the body. There are different organs which. Just like we breathe, it goes blood and.
Not breathe, when we eat.
Eat, yes.
By breathing, blood is not created. By eating. So, yes, and one more. Or okay, Rebo. Third Prabhupada spoke from this one. Mayadhyakshana prakriti suyate characharam hetu nanena kaunteya. This parivartate, changing. So many things are changing. How can they deny the living force behind the gigantic mechanical arrangement? Where else is Dushkritina mentioned or described? Yes.
Namam Duskritino Mudha. Duskritini.
In Bhagavad Gita. If you ask the question where it is mentioned in Bhagavad Gita, and then what it is, Namam Dushkritino Mudha. Hari Bol. How did Prabhupada explain Mudha word? Namam Dushkritino Mudha. Yes, bro.
Prabhupada says Muda means as. He is working hard day and night without any knowledge.
That is also true. Prabhupada did say that also. But before that, the way he began, yes, bro. That is understood, but explanation he gave. Yes, bro.
Their knowledge has been taken away by Maya. So
that is Maya Aprutta Jnana. Mudha. Okay, Tribang Gopal, bro.
They don't know they don't know their ambition. They don't know how can they reach perfection of life.
That also he explained, but later. Because the problem is I have the notes, and for you have fast forwarded. I am going in the sequence here. Yes, Abhimanyu, bro.
Muda means rascals, and they're rascals.
Okay. Sudhamanath Prabhu.
They deny the existence of God.
Okay, I will read out. Mudha, that he is also true, but Mudha means they are rascals. They will put so many theories that there is no God, and none of the theories are practical. Neither they can prove it by experimental knowledge. Still they will insist on this. This is their business. When somebody says you prove it, the answer is, well, we are advancing. Someday we will come, we shall prove it. Someday we will come when we will prove it. So Prabhupada Hari Bol. Hari Bol. How did Prabhupada refute this? Someday we will prove. Yes, Ujjwal Nilmani Prabhu.
In the past, nobody has done any kind of this, any matter. Living being cannot not have came from any matter. Like, so in the past not done, then how we will do in future? Like that Prabhupada was arguing.
Haribo. Prabhupada first said that trust no future, however pleasant. That only they say. So Prabhupada was expert, using their own statements on them only. So we cannot believe in this post-dated check. And then Prabhupada said, throughout the whole history of human society, never it has been possible that one can give life. Then he gave one more refutation. What also they could not do. Yes, bro.
He says in the history they couldn't stop birth, old age, disease and death as well.
Haribo. Namam dushkutuno mudaha. So they do not surrender to the Lord. Prabhupada said that was prapadyante naradhamaha. So they do not surrender to the Lord. Why do they not surrender to the Lord? Yes, bro.
क्योंकि माया के द्वारा उनका ज्ञान हर लिया गया।
हरिबो. So many times we explain these four different things, Mudha, Naradhama and all that. But here you can see Prabhupada has connected them all. Because of this, because of this. Like that only he is going. So then Maya has stolen their knowledge. So he gave one example from practical life. Yes.
One person went to America, abroad, and still he was unemployed. So unemployment is his fortune, so it will go everywhere.
Unemployment is fortune. Huh?
Fortune, whatever karmas he has, so it will go there.
Prabhupada said, see, he has education, that's why he is going so far. Otherwise, this country will not allow him for immigration. But the problem is that there is unemployment. So that's how his intelligence is stolen by Maya. Hari Bol. So if it is possible for you to tell the proverb in Bengali, Prabhupada quoted for this. Otherwise the meaning at least, okay. He is very desperate. I think the fortune is written on his hand.
यदि याओ भांगे कपाल याबे संगे.
Meaning?
Meaning where you go, your fortune goes with you.
Rivo. Kapal is this forehead. Jabe sange. You may go to moon also, but your kapal goes to moon. So whatever is the fortune or misfortune will come in the spaceship or on moon. Prabhupada said you can go to Canada, you can go to hell, you can go to heaven, the fortune will go with you. That's why Bhagavatam says, what? Yes, Sumit Prabhu.
Tasyaiva heto prayatota kovido.
Meaning?
Meaning even if you go from the topmost planet Brahmaloka to downmost, we will have the same fortune.
Same fortune?
Whatever fortune, misfortune we have, means everything is temporary here.
Temporary. So, prayateta kovido. That which we cannot obtain by wandering up and down. For that is devotional service we should try for. Haribo. Can misfortune be changed? Yes.
Yes, it can be changed.
Haribo. My question boomeranged on me only. Yes. How to change? It can be changed. For that, attempt is required. What should be the attempt? Yes.
Our attempt should be able to understand how the material nature works and how God takes care of these material things.
Haribo. What should be my attempt? The attempt should be, according to Bhagavad, to understand the laws of God, laws of nature or the laws of God and how it is working under His direction. That should be the attempt. What did Prabhupada say about our senses?
Our senses are uncontrolled and unbridled, he said.
Yes, correct. But only thing, this question is little of before, somewhat before. That is also true, but this is before. Okay. Hemang Haldar, bro.
Srila Prabhupada was comparing senses to horses.
That is what, that is same. But this is question of something which he said before. Yes, Kadam Kanan Prabhu.
As senses are imperfect, you cannot get right knowledge through your imperfect senses.
Haribo. So in the sequence he said, Dushkritana means that those who do not believe in the authority. So many things are there which is beyond our conception, beyond our understanding. Our senses, I mean to say, instrument of acquiring knowledge, are so imperfect that it is not possible simply by handling the present senses to understand the right knowledge. It is not possible. How did Prabhupada explain the word upari adaha? Some things he said about that word. Tasseva heto prayate kovido na labhyate yad brahmatam upari adaha. How did Prabhupada explain? Yes, Himang Haldar.
Prabhupada was telling Upari means higher planetary systems, Adha means lower planetary systems. So from top to down, it's same way person is suffering their karma.
Something more? Correct, but something more. Okay.
So he says about this going to the moon. They are trying to go to the moon, but wherever you go, Brahma Bhavana Loka, then he says.
That is the same point. So you added one more point. One more. Something more. Yes, Om Prabhu.
Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadhi, they are going to suffer wherever they go.
That is in Bhagavatam. You added one more. Now one more. 4 devotees can make it complete. Also.
No process to solve it.
Yes. Vitthal Vishnu Prabhu.
In past also so many people tried to go to moon.
It is
So
not
it's
a
not new thing.
new attempt. It's not a new thing. Haribo! Upari Adaha. Now we are trying to go to the moon planet and other planet. This is not new thing. It is very old attempt. Since there are human beings, we have got so many instances. But in the Bhagavad Gita it is said that Abrahma Bhuvana Loka Punaravartina Arjuna. Mam Epitya Kontani Punarjanmana Vidyate. So from top to bottom all are miserable places only. How did Prabhupada challenge these scientists by saying that they are making advancement? Prabhupada challenged what kind of progress you are making. What was that? Yes, Raghav Kripa Prabhu.
Prabhupada was telling that they are still not able to solve the problem of birth, old age, disease and death.
Haribo! And Prabhupada said they are not making any progress, even an inch. Who has the power to say like that? Only Prabhupada. And still they are proud of their progressive knowledge. This is called Maya. How did he explain Maya? Okay. Everybody is so clever, so intelligent. Maya everybody knows. Okay. So again he said the same thing. The real progress is to understand the laws of nature and how it is being conducted under the direction of the Supreme Lord. That is real progress. Then he eventually quoted Nate Vidu Swartagati Me Vishnu. So then he explained about self-interest. What did he say? Nate Viduhu Swartha Gatim Hi Vishnu. Swartha is self-interest. Yes.
Initially, Prabhupada told real self-interest is Vishnu.
Acha, that much only.
Then after that he explained.
Explained what?
That today people are not knowing their real self-interest, but the real self-interest is to know Vishnu, the Supreme God.
So they are only interested in their temporary self-interest. Like this man who has come to America searching for some employment and all that. So that is the example. Hari Bol! One more thing he said about modern education. And any education, modern or past, in the material world, those who are conditioned by the material laws, they do not know. They do not know what is their self-interest. They are only having this temporary self-interest and running for whole life for after that thing only. So Prabhupada said again, Nagate Vidu Swadagatim Vishnu. Vishnu means the Supreme Lord, all pervading. So why they do not? It's a continuation of the same shloka. 3 reasons he gave. Why they do not go for their self-interest? Yes, Vitthal Vishnu.
Asurim bhavam ashrita.
This is from Bhagavatam.
Puna charvita charvana.
That is part of the answer.
Durashaya ye bahirarthamanina. That is.
He knows the
Durashaya means
shloka.
ill-conceiving plan, he told.
Huh?
Ill-conceived plan.
You are correct. Something more? I think I have not asked question properly. Abhishek bro.
Their intention is to deny the existence of a God.
Basically the same shloka. Nate with this thing. Nate that Bahirarthamanina. What is the beginning? Nate vidu swatagatimi Vishnu durashaya bahirarthamanina adanta gobhir vishatam tamishram punah charvita charvananam. So Prabhupada said the same thing. The durashaya means ill-conceived plan. Some devotee said that. They are thinking that they will be happy by planning in this material world. This is called durasha. It will never be fulfilled. Durasha. Dur means it is impossible. But they will not accept it. They are being knocked so many times. Failure. Still they will not accept. Durashaya. Then he said bahirarthamanina. They are captivated by the glamour of this external energy. Then he said adanta gobihi. And the main disease is uncontrolled senses. For which he gave the example what Sarvalakshan said or the devotee said. The horses are unbridled. Our senses are going in all direction. Because of this uncontrolled senses we are suffering. So these are the 3 reasons he gave why these people are not interested in their self-interest. Same shloka he explained. Hari Bol. And then he went towards the end. Adanta Gobir, Vishatam Tamishram. So how did he explain that? Yes, Prabhu.
So Prabhupada explained that people are making plans, new plans again and again and getting frustrated.
But still they will go on making plans. They will never accept the actual truth. Haribo! So why Maya is taking away asuri bhavam ashritaha. So Maya will never allow such persons to understand the real thing. What is the real religious principle? Yes, Ratikantu.
Sarvadharman parityajya mamekam saranam vraja. Surrender to the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
Haribo! Who needs to do this? Okay, bro.
Who are situated in the knowledge. Bhahunam janmanamanti jnanaman prabhati vasudeva sarvamiti samatma sutodha.
This is done even by great philosophers. He has to do it. He has to do that. Bhahunam janmanamante. Haribo. He has to come to this understanding that Krishna is end all and be all. Vasudeva is everything. He has to surrender. Certainly such a great soul is very rare, Prabhupada says. Who is the teacher for all this knowledge that we acquire? Haribo! Teacher is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And how easy is this process of surrendering to Krishna or understanding Krishna or what? Many hands are up. It is so easy.
Whoever, if you are, wherever you are, if you are not coming to a temple, sit with your boyfriend or girlfriend or family or anything and
Everybody
chant Hare
remembers.
Krishna.
Anybody apart from boyfriend and girlfriend? We can
Family member.
Yeah, devotees take pleasure in telling. Sit with boyfriend or girlfriend. without having boyfriend, girlfriend, we take pleasure in telling that one can sit with boyfriend and girlfriend. And then what we have to do? Or only we have to sit and look at each other. Okay, let him. Otherwise, he'll only sit with boyfriend, girlfriend. He has to tell what we have to do with boyfriend.
Chant Hare Krishna.
And what else?
And Prabhupada told if you have an instrument, play. Otherwise, Lord have given 2 hands, clap it.
Hariyo! Yes, Prabhupada said very easy. Just try it and you will understand everything gradually. Then towards the end, Prabhupada ended with that. What are the 5 things that he explained? And how will that be possible to understand?
He said that 5 things are God, living entity, material nature, time and activities.
And how to understand all these things? These are the 5 subject matters of Bhagavad Gita. Ishwar, Jeev, Prakriti, Kal, Karma. So how to understand? Yes, bro. This is possible simply by chanting Hare Krishna. And when your mind will be cleansed, you will be able to understand the instruction of Bhagavad Gita automatically. Just by chanting Hare Krishna, we will understand all the 5 subjects of Bhagavad Gita. These things are there. Haribo! Jai Jai Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भगवद गीता की, श्रील प्रभुपाद की, समवेत गौर भक्त वृंद की, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे।